Hey guys, Mike Toy, Bonsai Boise. On this Siberian elm, I'm going to do a real quick instructional video on how to do clip and grow. So this is just a cutting, by the way, from a trim that I did on my other Siberian elm. Stuck in the pot, and as you can see, these things grow very vigorously. So first thing you want to do, kind of determine a direction and a shape and a vision for it. What I'm thinking for this one, I'm just following the natural curves here. Starts at the bottom. You follow the trunk, kind of comes up this way. So I'm going to kind of go with that. So going from that model, we're going to get rid of some obvious defects like this one here that's poking me in the face, for example. So we're going to trim this back to about, I'm going to go to this part right here. And where I left off, you can see this branch. This is going to be the direction that it goes now. So it's really as simple as that. That's how you do a clip and grow. This guy here, it's going straight up and it's kind of covering up everything, so we're going to get rid of that one altogether. This one also going straight up, but we do want some growth out of this, but we want it to come out this way more because we always want the leaves and branches to grow outward. So we're going to pick a leaf here, this one right here. This is going to be the leaf that we cut it down to. From there, it should grow in this direction, in theory. Trees have a mind of their own sometimes, but in theory, that's how it goes. This branch here, we're going to get rid of altogether because it does not fit the plan. This one kind of comes out straight at you too much. We want it to go out that way more. So I'm going to cut it back to that leaf. This one that is growing right at the base, we don't want that at all. You don't want branches coming out of the base of another branch. Here you got a little bit of a decision point. Do you want to keep this one or not keep it? That's a tough one. For now, we're going to cut it back. We know we don't want it going that way, so we're at least going to cut it back to there. We'll make our final decision here in a few minutes. So we can always take more of it off or take it off completely, but we can't put it back on. So you don't want to be rash about it. On some of these others, we're going to cut it back to about here. A lot of videos you'll watch will tell you to cut it back to 2 leaves or 3 leaves, and that's true too. You can do that. You don't want to cut it back to just 1 leaf if you can avoid it because of dieback. Oftentimes a branch will just die back to the next leaf. So if you cut it down to 1 leaf and it dies back to that leaf, now the whole branch is gone. So you want to give yourself a little bit of a leeway there. Or you could give yourself 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 branches too, if you really know that that's the direction it's going to go. Since I don't have a firm vision for it yet, I'm going to buy myself a little bit of leeway and give myself the space there. That gives me more options down the road. So from there, we'll cut this one there. You can see the branches coming out this way. And this being, actually this one here, another one poking me right in the face. We're going to go back to there. And now it's decision-making time on this guy. I think we're going to have to lose it. There. See, I was afraid to do it, but look how much better it looks now without it. It makes sense. We're going to get rid of this guy growing in the middle here. Same with this and this. Now, a couple things you can do here. This is called the apex, the leader branch. Since this is the direction it's ultimately going to go, you can just let it grow wild. They like to show up right when I'm making a video. As I was saying, this being the apex or the leader branch, you can either A, let it grow wild. When you do that, it will thicken up the trunk faster that way. Some of the downsides to doing that is that it can also trick the tree into growing longer internodes. An internode, for example, is just the space from one leaf set to the next. What you want to do, the whole point in bonsai and the goal, is to shorten up that internode and reduce the size of the leaves so that you are creating a miniature tree. So when you have these really long internodes and really big leaves, it's kind of going in the opposite direction of what you want to do. So the point to all that is when you grow a branch really long, you get long internodes and big leaves. cut it down shorter internodes and smaller leaves, but you also slow down the growth of it quite a bit, so the trunk does not thicken up quite as fast. So that's kind of the trade-off there. For now, I'm going to just go ahead and let it go. We're going to let it go at that. It's a pretty rough plan, but you know, it's just a cutting, so it's kind of like a free tree, really. These, I'm also going to keep as cuttings. Just going to stick them in some soil and keep them in the shade for about a week, keep them wet, and then after that, assuming some of them make it, move them out to partial sun, and then a week later, full sun. So, hope that helps. If you got anything out of this, or if you have any comments to add, or any experience of your own, feel free to leave it in the comments or shoot me a message. Please do click like and subscribe. I appreciate everyone who does that, and I hope to talk to you soon. Thanks. Have a good day.